thank you all so much for being here today. Today we're going to be celebrating our groundbreaking of the latest phase of the JFK Memorial Highway Improvement Program. We're here to celebrate the reconstruction of the I-95 toll plaza and the addition of our highway speed easy pass lanes. We have several folks who are going to be speaking with you today to share their enthusiasm for what we're beginning. But nearly 50 years ago, on November 14, 1963, President John F. Kennedy stood only a few hundred yards down the road and with Delaware Governor Burt Carville and Governor Millard Thomas of Maryland dedicated the first section of the newly completed I-95 interstate. There, standing on the Mason-Dixon line, the boundary separating our two states, President Kennedy spoke to the gathering on what was to be the last public speech on a public works project, and I quote, "No industry has a greater impact upon the nation, and no industry has a greater opportunity to affect our economic progress. It symbolizes, I believe, this highway, first of all, the partnership between the federal government and the states, which is essential to the progress of all of our people. And secondly, it symbolizes the effort we have made to achieve the most modern interstate highway system in the world. And third, it symbolizes the effort which we are giving and must be giving to organizing an effective communication system here in the United States of America." President Kennedy's words are just as relevant today as they were then. And today we meet again for the celebration of another public works project. Back in 1963, the Newark toll plaza was considered state-of-the-art and designated and designed not only to facilitate the traffic of the day, but to accommodate the growth in the traveling public for years to come. But not even the vision of President Kennedy could foresee the reality of this tremendous increase in traffic. Without question, the plaza has become antiquated in both design and facilitating the high volume of traffic that traverse it daily. During holidays, the traffic counts on I-95 through this toll plaza exceed over 250,000 vehicles a day. Recognizing this need, extensive studies were conducted for the total revitalization and design of the entire plaza, adapting its capabilities for the expected increase of traffic over the next several years. This includes the construction of designated Easy Pass lanes where subscribers of the Easy Pass would bypass the plaza, altogether passing under sensor devices with the capability of registering customer tolls at highway speed. I am pleased to inform you that as part of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, our federal stimulus program, as it is commonly known, this dream has now become a reality and this project is now underway. Both Senator Carper and our Governor Markell will elaborate on how, without these federal funds, we would not be here today. However, these renovations and improvements to the toll plaza are only one of several phases of a multi-year turnpike improvement program that has already included work along the way has been the Churchman's Road Bridge over I-95, the recently completed addition of a fifth lane in both directions from State Routes 1 and Route 7 to the I-95-295 split just south of Wilmington. And soon to be advertised will be our project at the Route 1 and I-95 Mall interchange, where we'll be eliminating the cloverleaf and the all-famous cattle chute. The Toll Plaza project will not only benefit people traveling through this plaza, but also those who work here each day. The environment that they work in is often difficult, but a number of improvements are coming, such as a new overhead walkway on the northbound side. This will keep the workers from having to cross active lanes of traffic to keep their traffic to get to their booth. The tunnel that currently serves as a passage for those workers on the southbound side will also be improved. With these changes, we are working to provide a better and safer work environment for those employees who are here each day. So now I'd like to take a moment to thank several of the folks who have been integral in this project. First, we have our design project team of Darren O'Neill and Drew Boyce. They in the audience. Drew, Darren. TJ Wilkins is our toll administrator, and he's helped through evaluating the operations and making strategic suggestions to how we make these improvements come forward. We also have Tom Clemens, who's going to be working to take this into construction. We have our design team of Whitman Record. Joe Maker is there in the back. And all of this would not be possible without the partnership and support from our Federal Highway Administration team in Delaware. And we have Hassan Raza here today with his team who've been instrumental, Hassan, who've been instrumental in working with us. Working with us to get through the paperwork, to get through the challenges of accelerating this project, to get to the point where we were able to use our ERA funds. So on behalf of this project team, they have been able now to hand the project over to our contractor, A-Del Construction, and we have Barry Baker here with us representing A-Del. So Barry, we have the whole design team here backing you, behind you, because you have the challenges ahead to finish this project while maintaining traffic. But we're all looking forward to the time when we can celebrate the ribbon cutting for this project. It has been a long time coming. It's something we're very proud of to be here today. And so on behalf of the project team of DelDOT, we are very glad that we've been able to get this forward and be able to bring about the improvements that are so long awaited.
That's really what it's all about. Senator Carper just leaned over to me and said this economy is coming back. And we are working as hard as we possibly can to create the kind of economic climate here which is good for business. It's great to have Greg Nadeau here with us. Greg is the Deputy Director of the Federal Highway Administration, along with Hassan, who does a wonderful job working with us as a partner here in Delaware all the time. I want to thank the state legislators who are here, Representative Jakes and Senator Hull Long and Representative Kowalko, along with the county executive Chris Coons and the mayor for your long-time support. And I do have to say a word about our senators who are here with us today. These guys worked so hard at the front end to make sure that the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act happened. And we have been together many, many times over the last 15 months at these kinds of groundbreakings, including many for DelDOT. And every time they've said it's about jobs, jobs, jobs.
Stole my line.
I'm sorry. I want to let the record show that that's actually Senator Kaufman's line. So when he comes up and uses it, I want everybody to be surprised like they hadn't heard it yet this morning. But they're right. I mean, it really is what it's about. And this is a fantastic project. This is the biggest project, the biggest DelDOT project coming out of the Recovery and Reinvestment Act. And it's a great project. It was the one that I think we actually came here when we kicked off our whole list. This is one that not only will Delawareans be excited about, this is one that visitors from throughout the region will be thrilled about. And you talk about a win-win. When you're putting people to work, and I was talking to Barry from A-Del, hundreds of people who will be put to work, but they're being put to work on a project which is going to be great for everybody. And this is what it's all about. So I think that the foresight that our senators had in fighting so hard to get this bill passed in the first place is really very much appreciated. So it's about a 16-month project, is that right? So I can't wait to be here at the end when I'm sure there will be some kind of ceremonial button or something we push to get the high-speed Easy Pass turned on. But it is going to be such a great thing for Delaware, a great thing for our region to get this up and running. We are thrilled that a Delaware company, A-Del, won this bid. And this is a big part of what we focus on. We really obviously want as much of these stimulus dollars coming in to be spent employing Delawareans as possible. And to have a Delaware company win and putting Delawareans to work, we are grateful for that.